What's up? It is Depor here from DPortGaming, and welcome to another WarCraft 3 commentary. And today I got a game between the yellow Night Elf player LawLiet and the blue human player JN. So JN's gonna be spawning at the bottom right position, and LawLiet's gonna be spawning as the yellow Night Elf player at the top left position of Ancient Isles 2. And looks like JN's not doing anything too tricky or surprising at this point, just going for the standard human opening, as well as the LawLiet just going for the standard Night Elf opening on Ancient Isles. Basically very standard for Night Elf players to go for the Ancient War and to get a quick level 2 off this WE.GIGABYTE.JN and get a fairly decent item as well. This map, Ancient Isles 2, is a very nice map for human players, because you can look at this expansion point right here. Very easy to take out that expansion point for a quick expansion if they want to. And this militia creep camp over here to the top right of JN's base is pretty close, and we'll get a pretty nice item and pick up level 2 if he gets that militia quick enough without the Night Elf hero harassing. Anyways, we do have a what a surprise, an Archmage coming for JN. Meanwhile, let's check out what the hero is for LawLiet. LawLiet actually going for a Warden. Not too surprising in this stage of the Warcraft 3 professional scene. Kind of been 50-50 against human players going for for Night Elf players going against human players. They go the Demon Hunter or they go the Warden. I mean, once in a blue moon they might go like Princess of the Moon and go for a Huntress push or something, but that's really not too common. You really see that against Orc players or mirror on Night Elf games. But anyways, we do have the Ancient War being picked up here, and Archer's going to drag it out, and I'm actually not too sure if you do pick up level 2 here. You think you would though, because you do get a fairly decent amount of XP from the Troll Trapple and the Ogre Magi. And yeah, meanwhile we do have this Wisp coming out here, as well as another one being sent out by LawLiet here. Do have a Footman Scout coming for JN, so JN is going to see this, and most likely will see the hero, and won't be too surprised that LawLiet's going for a Warden, and I think he did see that. And meanwhile, we do have the Archmage going for this creep camp with the aid of his militiamen, always there in handy situations. And we do have this one Wisp running around. It's going to take a few hits from the Archmage. Meanwhile, let's check out the item the Warden actually picked up a Claws of Attack +6, and as well gets a Tome of Agility. Those are very nice 2 items, and you don't pick up level 2, you pick up a 188 out of 200 XP, so very close. So all you have to do is take down one more creep or one more unit, and you will pick up that level 2. So yeah, that is actually a pretty interesting point on this map. I mean, you have to take out this little green camp over here to actually get that level 2. Let's see if Jane's actually going to do that. Did pick up a Gloves of Haste on the Archmage, and looks like he's just going to leave this Water Mentor here to die. Let's see if the Warden will come over here and catch it, and a few more seconds, and it doesn't look like he's going to see it actually, so he won't get that XP. But looks like Archmage is just chasing down this Archer with a few footmen. Maybe he's going to go into the base and maybe try to get a few Wisp kills. That would be kind of smart and a little pesky move there to cause some harassment on the base of LawLiet, and that would actually be a very nice play here, because LawLiet is typically the Night Elf player is trying to keep the harassment on the human player early on to make sure that Archmage isn't getting level 3, so he can't do too much damage. But he does pick off a Wisp, it looks like, so pick up that level 2. So he's gonna have that Brilliance Aura, and to be really nice. Looks like this Archer's gonna be chased down, but he is gonna use the Moonwell to its safety, and as well as he's going to meld into the night. And it looks like these footmen are going to go to work though on these Wisps. It looks like no, he can't get it. Archmage is going to have to attack it, but it did get healed up by that Moonwell just in time. So very nice play there by LawLiet. LawLiet is going to take a bit of damage here on his Warden, but not too worried about it. Still has a whole Moonwell with 155 Moon Juice, and it is nighttime, so it will rejuvenate as well. It looks like JN doing a very nice job here, doing some harassment though, and he actually is going to have to melt his Warden as well. Warden was taking a bit too much damage, and JN going for a very aggressive style right now, putting on the pressure to LawLiet. LawLiet looks like he's actually putting a Hunter's Hall and a Moonwell. Usually don't see the Hunter's Hall this early in the game, but maybe he felt like Huntresses would be a very nice counter to these footmen at this point, but as well as water elementals are a very nice counter to that huntress, using that piercing damage on that unarmored night elf unit. And it looks like there is no more moon juice left, and he can't get any more wisps. Doesn't have too many wisps left at the back of his base, but he did build a moon well down here, so he was already on top of things. Looks like this archmage is going to be the prey of this warden for quite some time. Maybe he's going to chase it down. No, he's not. Has 2 huntresses out here, but these bouncing glaives will do a lot of damage over time. Looks like that one footman will die from that shadow strike, and warden still needs to be careful. Does have a little, he is a little quickster. Even without boot speed, he is a little bit quick, or she, excuse me. And it looks like archmage is going to run back to his base. Meanwhile, we do have JN going to be finishing up his T2 tech, not going for that quick expansion. Actually does have a blacksmith up, so we may see a T2 push coming here, maybe with a tavern hero, and maybe we'll see some riflemen. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we do have the Naga Sea Witch getting involved here. Probably not a Naga Sea Witch if he was versing a Demon Hunter because of that mana burn, but he does see that warden, so he's going to go for the Naga Sea Witch, which is a pretty nice call. He does have a lot of pressure already on the base of LawLiet, and that Frost Arrow is just going to add just a bit more pressure here, and he's going to go for the second Moonwell. And LawLiet is struggling with his base right now. Really has to separate his Ancient War and his Hunter Hall and a Moonwell down here. I'm afraid that JN is not seeing this, so maybe he's feeling like he is confident, but he must know there is an Ancient War down there because it is making some Huntresses. We are to have some more melding. Looks like daytime is going to come in about 3:30 more WarCraft hours. That's about like a minute or so, and that will not be too good for LawLiet. He will not have that moon juice be regenerating during the day, and needs to be careful on that warden though. And looks like we got a Naga Sea Witch coming for LawLiet as well. He's gonna go straight for that rifleman, and JN doing the very smart thing, just gonna TP out to save that rifleman. Actually almost lost that Naga Sea Witch as well. Looks like this one wuss is gonna fall. Let's see if we get det. No, LawLiet on top of things does get that detonation off, and Arcane Statement coming up for JN. So we are gonna see some riflemen. Interesting to see though, he's only going for 1, so this is going to be a rifleman and caster build. Haven't seen this too often. Usually you just see human players go for the straight up casters, and kind of nice to see some riflemen, so that's kind of cool by JN, mixing it up a little bit. Meanwhile, we do have some creeping coming over here by LawLiet. LawLiet won't pick up level 3 for quite some time, and that level 3 on that warden is going to be just devastating for those riflemen. Those shadow strikes are going to do a lot of damage at level 2, but the key is to get that level 3, and actually LawLiet are putting up some ancient protectors. And anyways, we do have a big push. Looks like no moisture coming involved, so maybe he's gonna go for some pressure. Maybe he's actually gonna go for the base over here. Ooh, actually LawLiet putting down 2 ancient allures over here, and let's see if JN will spot this. They actually are in a very nice position here, and if JN does spot this, it will be a pretty rough fight here for LawLiet, and he must keep those alive. Too much resources to lose those and rebuild them. And it actually did make another ancient war. No, actually just picked the ancient war up and put it over here just to add some more tanking, and that's exactly what JN's gonna have to fight through before he's gonna get into this base, and just biding this ancient protector a little bit more time. Some wisp coming in here, trying to get some healing on it, and ancient protector is gonna be uprooted now. Looks like here's the big push coming for JN, bringing in a few militia. Does have 1 sorcerer out, and yeah, it looks like this will be the push. And meanwhile, another rifleman getting in, sitting at 47 out of 48 food, and will be a pretty big push compared to 41 food. And LawLiet is gonna have to use a lot of resources to keep this ancient war alive. Meanwhile, we do have the tack elf treated ages not tacking to the T3 yet, so you won't be able to get some bears. So the only unit that will be good, actually a very nice position here for the scout tower, putting it in between the base of LawLiet. I call this the base. It's kind of a spread out base, but that would be pretty rough if that arcane tower did get up. These 2 drides in the back, and these riflemen are basically a very efficient counter to these drides, piercing damage to the unarmed unit, and the drides are pretty semi-weak, only 435 HP. As you see there, that piercing damage is devastating. That Dride, and that Dride will fall with just a few more hits from those riflemen, and probably going to lose 2 of these, maybe all the Drides, and LawLiet is going to have to try to micro them back. There is a dispel. Looks like that 1 Dride will fall. Just a few hits from the Archmage and the Water Elemental, and that Dride is almost dead. And another Dride just gets out here. Another farm being put up kind of towards the base, maybe just to scout, or maybe just using these peasants, these auto peasants, just to build a farm over here. And yeah, not level 3 on the Archmage. Just imagine if that Archmage was level 3. I'm afraid JN is going to be able to take down these Ancient Allures, which is going to be pretty rough for LawLiet in this situation here. Doesn't have too many resources, sitting at 42 food now, and looks like JN is just showing domination right now. Ooh, maybe LawLiet is going to go for a base trade. It looks like we do have these gnolls. Looks like that one priest is going to be taken down by these gnolls, and yeah, that's exactly what LawLiet is going. Sorry, it is late. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm trying to do a commentary. So yeah, excuse me. I know I gotta get one up for you guys. I've just been very busy with parties and such. But anyways, we do have JN. Looks like he's gonna finish off the expansion base for LawLiet over here. He's gonna take down that Moonwell as well, Hunter's Hall, and yeah, this is not looking too good for LawLiet. Looks like he's gonna actually just leave the Hunter's Hall, doesn't even really care, and he's gonna go straight for the Ancient Protector. But LawLiet looks like he will be able to get inside the base here of JN, and let's see if JN actually has a TP, and JN does not have a TP, so he will basically go for a base trade here, and let's see how this game is going to unfold. That Warden sitting at level 3, if he does get level 3, excuse me, sitting at level 2, if he does get to level 3, that will be very nice if it is a base trade game, because that Warden will just be able to keep running around and basically harassing the human army with constant shadow strikes, and JN definitely understands that he cannot win this base race here, or it would definitely be a better way if he could fend off the Night Elf army, which he thinks he can. But if let's see if LawLiet actually can keep a good base or a good position here to try to take down this main base. Looks like he won't be able to before this Archmage will arrive and try to save the day, but maybe there's going to be TP by LawLiet, and maybe, just maybe, that will be enough time for LawLiet to rebuild and make more units at his base. And this is not looking too good here. Getting a block here. It looks like JN's Archmage is getting in a very rough position here, and he did block the Archmage, and looks like Archmage may fall, but this Warden needs to be careful as well. Archmage goes down with that Phantom Knife, Fork Lightning going off, and looks like the Warden is just going to TP out to safety, and that was probably the biggest mistake JN could have made at that point. Leading in with the Archmage, definitely should have kept it back, but yeah, this is definitely not looking too good for JN here. Lost a lot of his economy here, lost a lot of buildings as well as that tower to protect that base, and lost a lot of these peasants, and will have to remake that Archmage on top of all of that. So LawLiet definitely looking like he is superior at this point, as well as did pick up that level 3 on that Warden. So that's definitely what the Night Elf players like to see at this point, getting that level 3 Warden as well as taking down the Archmage. So he definitely knows he has a little bit more map control and can go for this bigger creep camp, and it looks like he's going to do that. No, maybe he's not going to be too aggressive here. Maybe he's just going to go try to take down some more peasants or something. Maybe try to go for scout for an expansion point. That would be a really bold move by JN if he tried to do some secret expansion. Maybe that's what LawLiet's looking for or something. Not really too sure. Maybe just gonna go over here and make sure this creep camp's finished. I'm not sure what he's doing over here. Meanwhile, we do have some creeping. Actually, Jan kind of being a little bit risky here. If the Warden did come over here and try to take down that Naga Sea Witch, one Shadow Strike and a few auto attacks. I mean, he does have that potion of healing, but that Naga Sea Witch could fall rather quickly, and looks like he will be able to creep off this pretty easily. Ooh, actually, he did pick up a Zeppelin, so that's why he was waiting over there. Picked up a Zeppelin from the Goblin Lab. Actually had a Wisp back here, so that's very nice play here by LawLiet, and LawLiet doing the very tricky strategy right here, and that's the last thing JN would have expected at this point, and JN just outsmarting JN right now, and I think I just said JN twice, but yeah, LawLiet doing a very nice job trying to take down this Altar King, but it will be too late, and Archmage will be able to get back out, and looks like he's going to pick up back here, and the army of JN won't be able to get back here because he blocked it off. So very nice play here, and thinking coming for LawLiet, and maybe just maybe he can keep doing this and holding off the human economy, and JN really can't do too much. Actually, just he can get with a little his little crack here that he can sneak his rifles through. So that's basically what he's going to keep doing. Does have this farm up here as well. Looks like we got some nice Ancient Protector, nice little block here, and the sign, the Ancient Protector standing on the sign. But yeah, we got the T3. LawLiet will get some bears involved, actually upgrading the Jude of the Claw, depth training 1. So this one Goblin Zep is basically just chilling over the gold mine right here, and very nice player by JN. Looks like he's coming over here, and I mean, why I keep saying JN, LawLiet, and he's forcing JN to not creep, and he has to defend this base to get any economy here. JN just basically trying to survive here. Only 3 peasants, and if he loses them all, he will have to start selling items, but he doesn't even have too many items. Actually, he has some decent ones on his Naga Sea Witch, but ooh, bad drop here, and it looks like if he does lose that Goblin Zep, that would be bad. Left the Naga Sea Witch here, but it's too risky. Oh my gosh, he actually staffed it back at the same time. LawLiet doing the cheap, not really cheap, but that was a very sick play. Staffing it back, I'm not sure how you really do that. I've seen it a few times, but a very nice play there by LawLiet, and just showing he definitely is prepared for this match. And this is AWC, by the way, so yeah, very nice game at this point. Could go either way. Went to a base trade, then LawLiet just outsmarting right now, and going for a Goblin Zep would basically surprise JN, and JN may be pretty mad and really needs to use his unit advantage. Definitely has a bigger army than LawLiet at this point, so he really needs to try to maybe do a push. But those Ancient Protectors will be pretty pesky, especially that Warden, and Warden is going to pick up a Scroll of the Healing, and yeah, had the staff on that Naga Sea Witch, so dropped the Naga, staffed it at the same time he picked up the Naga. That definitely takes some practice, so that was rather a sick play there by LawLiet. Here we go, we got another push coming in here for JN. Looks like this bear will fall down. Forks Lightning going off. Actually have a level 3 Naga Sea Witch as well as a level 3 Archmage, so it looks like this first Ancient Protector is going to fall pretty quickly. He's actually going to staff back his Goblin Zep again, so it's basically a TP, but rather a quick TP, you should say. And looks like bad position here on the Dryades. Actually, rather kind of a good position here, and using some nice Zeppelin micro, picking up his units, dropping them down. But definitely JN still has the unit advantage because these rifles are such a good counter to these Dryades. Looks like he's trying to take down this Ancient Protector, and maybe we'll be successful. No, bringing in a bunch of Wisps here, trying to heal up that Protector. We'll lose a few of them, but doesn't really care at this point, just trying to keep it up. Nice Fork Lightning, taking down at least 3 of those Wisps there, and JN is able to keep that Goblin Zeppelin harassment out of his base for now, just trying to put some pressure on the base of LawLiet. And with this pressures, he's able to rebuild his economy a little bit, as well as putting up some harassment and some pressure here. And doesn't even look like LawLiet is ready to fight this, or maybe just wants to make sure he can fight this. And more Wisps just falling down, hurting the economy of LawLiet now. So LawLiet is gonna have to keep on reproducing these Wisps, sending another Wisp in again, just trying to heal that up. Here we go, we got the Warden coming in, initiating here. Looks like he was being focused, is picked up by the Zeppelin. Zeppelin is being focused down now. We do have that Water Mantle being canceled. These Dryades getting in a good position here, getting close combat to these Riflemen. These Riflemen just picking them off very quickly here. Bear looks like it may fall. No, it won't. Was slowed down by Frost Arrow, and now JN, it looks like he's maybe going to go try to take down that Ancient Protector. Do have a rejuvenation on that Warden, and Warden will be able to heal up with some nice spinning health regeneration around him. But JN doing a very nice job here, keeping it a very close game at this point, and is trying to take down that Protector. If he will be removing the base a little bit farther, but the longer he waits to try to take down that Protector, and the longer he is not successful, these bears will be very strong, as well as that Warden. It will just be pretty scary if that Warden does get level 5. Get some Wisps in here, trying to detonate, trying to cancel some mana on all the mana units for JN here. There is a nice staff to save that one bear. Bear getting it back involved. We do have the Warden, needs to be careful here. This one bear needs to be careful as well, trying to take down that one bear. And basically, if he does lose his bears, that will be close, because these Dryades do fall rather very quickly, as I said before, to these Riflemen. But actually, not too many Riflemen left, only about 3, and it looks like this one will fall pretty quickly, just 1 or 2 hits. Actually, these Breakers did steal that rejuvenation and pass it to the Archmage, so Archmage was, I don't even think he needed to heal up. And now we have aggressive creeping coming here by JN. Looks like he's going to lose a Breaker, and one more hit would have done it, and actually doesn't lose it, and tanking with the Archmage, pretty smart here. But we do have LawLiet spotting this. Let's see if LawLiet is going to come over here. Yeah, he sees it now, and Warden maybe will be aggressive, but no, doesn't have a shop up, it looks like, so he won't be able to get some clarity. Oh, actually had it in the back. I didn't see it. And these 2 bears were sitting in the Goblin Zeppelin just to keep it safe, just in case if JN did try to rush in the back of the base. But all this time, keeping JN's economy up, and actually doesn't even have the economy fully rebuilt, sitting at 53 out of 54 food, so sitting over the food limit right now, wasting kind of a lot of gold, only sitting over 2 food though, so maybe not worth it, but maybe it is. Kind of struggling in the lumber count right now, only has about 2 peasants on lumber right now. Meanwhile, we do have a Zeppelin with a bear and the heroes of LawLiet. It looks like he is going to go for another drop here, and he does have a TP, so if he does need a TP the old-fashioned style, but he could always go for the Staff of Preservation. But if you do mess up in that situation, it could be pretty difficult, pretty rough, and that could be bad, and it probably could lose the Naga Sea Witch. But with that old-fashioned TP, for sure you won't lose the Naga Sea Witch, and that's the last thing LawLiet wants in this situation. Meanwhile, we do have the push coming for JN once again, and it looks like this Ancient Protector will fall once and for all. These Wisps won't be able to come out here. Looks like Naga Sea Witch is going to find that bear back in the base and will take it down with a Forked Lightning. So very nice finish off that bear to see that. I just screwed up there. But anyways, JN will be able to take off this Ancient War. As I said before, it's like 3 a.m. and I'm very tired. But anyways, we do have the LawLiet's heroes doing pick up some. They are picking up some very nice items here. Picking up the Potion of Lesser Ability and the Scroll of the Healing, and he is going to drop his units out of the Zeppelin. Will be able to take down that Water Elemental. Water Elemental about to die, and yeah, Water Elemental does die. And that Warden, the longer this game goes, the scarier that thing looks. And yeah, we do have some bears out, and only 2. But yeah, JN surprisingly rebuilding this army, and his army looks rather very strong here. Does have a TP with a actually 2 Scroll of the Healings, and one of my later commentaries, or basically 1 or 2 ago, those Scroll of Healings can change battles drastically, and it looks like this Warden was being focused. Does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability just in case if it does need it. But looks like a bear is gonna fall down. Gonna try to focus on the second bear. A lot of Wisps coming involved. Maybe try to go for Detonate, and they are gonna go for Detonate. No more mana for the heroes. Archmage needs to be careful. Warden does pick up level 5, so it's very scary now. Got that level 3 Shadow Strike going for that Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch is gonna have to pop a potion. Let's see if he does. Pops the potion. Now the potion invulnerability, and now we need the Warden is gonna have to Shadow Melt. And yeah, this game could go either way right now. Warden still shitting. Wow, I said wow, sitting in Shadow Melt, and wow, I'm just failing right now. But yeah, anyways, we do have the Archmage still sitting here. Could needs to be careful though. This Warden could pop out a Shadow Melt and cast a Shadow Strike at any time now, but doesn't have enough mana. Looks like the LawLiet's Naga Sea Witch does fall down, so not looking too good there for LawLiet, but he still has his Warden, and that's all that matters right now. He is able to keep that Warden alive. Looks like Warden may fall here. No, it won't, and needs enough for that Shadow Strike. There's the Shadow Strike, and he's gonna have to pass the TP. Where's the TP? And now he's gonna go for the Archmage. A few more hits on the Archmage. Archmage is gonna have the TP, and JN needs the TP. JN needs the TP. TP, dude, TP. A few more hits, dude. TP. Jesus Christ. Now he's gonna lose the Naga Sea Witch with 1 more hit, and no, he was able to keep it alive. And why was that Naga Sea Witch able to stay alive? I'm shocked. How did that stay alive? That's not even possible. I don't even know how he stayed alive there. Just a few more hits. I'm not even sure where the Warden went. Maybe you just have to run away because the human army was focusing down. And you see here, both players looks like they are running out of gold. Actually, not JN yet, because his base was harassed severely. So it looks like we have some 3 bears scouting out over here, as well as 3 Drides. We do have the hero coming out. No, that Naga Sea Witch going down. So it's basically the Warden, 3 Drides, and 3 bears, and this Tree of Eternity left for LawLiet. And basically with any level 5 Warden, Night Elf is still always in this game. But definitely looks like as long as JN's able to keep his heroes alive, definitely looks like he definitely has this advantage at this point. I mean, 2 heroes always better than 1, but that Warden is always very pesky to these human units. You know, one Shadow Strike will be able to take down those sorcerers and those priests. So level 5 on the Naga Sea Witch will pick up that Toma Agility, and does pick up a nice item here. Does pick up the Flute of Accuracy. So yeah, accuracy. So that's gonna give all the range units for JN some additional bonus. bonus damage. Looks like we do have LawLiet going for some creeping, not really doing it for the XP, but just doing it for some gold and maybe trying to get a good item here. And we'll pick up a decent item. I mean, that's kind of good on a stacked ward, and not really stacked ward, only has a Orb of Venom. Is just going to sell it though, maybe just going to pick up a potion, lesser invulnerability, but he doesn't. Picks up a scroll of Town Portal, just in case if he does ever get in some rough situations. We would get TP out of it. Is gonna have to rejuve with these bears, and JN is looking for this Night Elf army, and definitely will need to micro the crap out of his units to try to keep them alive, because they are rather all squishy, except for these breakers, I guess, because they can't be Shadow Strike. But yeah, they are very, very squishy to those bears and that warden. But it looks like we do have a Goblin Zep coming in here. Was going to go for another drop, but sees these peasants running over to the expansion point. There is a Fan of Knives being casted, and 3 of those peasants are going to fall at once to his Fan of Knives. Looks like Archmage waiting for his army. Needs to really keep with his army. If one of those heroes is caught off guard to that warden just anywhere on the map, most likely will fall, because that warden will be able to cast 2 to 3 Shadow Strikes within the time and chase it down with that Orb of Venom. So very, very nice for that warden. And if it does pick up level 6, that is a game changer with that, a Spirit of Vengeance. Looks like we have JN going for a push here. This could be the last push of the game, actually putting the Tree Eternity a little bit farther up, and we do have the Naga Sea, which will be back in time for LawLiet. And let's see if LawLiet will be able to do enough to hurt this human army of JN. JN, as I speak, he is putting up expansion. No, he's just doing the Walk of Shame over here and walking back to his base. Probably the best thing he could do at this point without idle peons. Looks like this on Naga Sea, which sitting in the back here. TP coming in for LawLiet, and maybe JN just gonna back up and waste the TP. And looks like no, JN has just got to stay and maybe feels confident now. But I'm not sure. JN needs to be careful. Every unit these players lose could be the game. And there's a Fork Lightning. Jesus, it's so late. And looks like this Tree of Eternity, if he does lose that, that could be GG. That means LawLiet won't be able to get any more gold, and that would be basically the last of it. But it looks like that bear is going to fall straight away and basically stacked back, but killed instantly. Nice Fork Lightning there. A lot of the units are falling for the human player. There was a nice Fan of Knives. Looks like the warden doesn't have any escapability though, except for the Goblin Zap. These bears doing a nice job. Looks like Naga Sea, which is going to fall. Nice Fan of Knives at the same time, and there's a Fork Nightling, and JN calls GG. So LawLiet pulls off the victory. Very intense game, and very nice play there by both players. Could have gone back and forth, but I apologize for that stuttering and kind of off commentary. I thought I should give you guys one though, and I'm really tired. It's like 3 a.m. as I said before. So yeah, I talked for about 27 minutes straight, and I definitely need to sleep now. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sorry for my little mess ups, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.